Hello, everyone. Part of that energy. He leave the 99 for that one. He herding us together. It's me, the Arcana Angel. I'll be your guide today on the road, the path of power. We in the great migration. Mhm. The great migration. Today's an 8 day. It's a full moon, the eve of the full moon, for a blood moon, extra energy, straight direct energy, open door energy. I like that. Getting you slick back. Life path number 8. Ones, get up in here. 9s, get up in here. Everybody get up in here. Spirit said for the ones that just want to keep going, this divinely guided, this operating in a spirit man, get your slick back. Being pulled on this road. A lot of energy. Spirit said we're going to do it neat and polished. Especially the powerful masculine. Your powerful masculine, thumbs up this video. Spirit said we're moving from the YN to the YM. Somebody fashionable and dashing. That's where that blood energy came in. Now they will get violent, but don't push them. Okay? It's the initiation. Initiation point. Turning point. Initiation period. I love that energy. Come on, spirit. We on the path. We on the longest yard. The longest yard transporting. The longest yard. Herding together, grouping us together like that school of fish. Fish is in the energy. And fish, most of them, travel by schools. Like that. Boosting confidence, the classic man. It's the energy of the cheater that think they clever as well. You know, we was talking about that finesse energy. Stressing. But it is a right and a wrong way to do stuff. Remember, God is working both sides of the street. We is on the road. And people coming and people going. God is in everything, the good and the bad, the light and the dark. I like that. Crossing over that, that's that lunar energy. The full blood moon. The moon is the lunar, the role that you play. This is just the energy of the longest yard. Getting grounded, get moved from one place to another. I love that. We of course we go pull the cows. Why are we here exactly? The cost of doing this thing, pulling back, getting our slick back. It is somebody trying to add some minor, make it a little complex. There's minor complexities. You know what I'm saying? A minor antagonist, right? But Spirit said it's time to be groomed. You know, you see the shaggy dog? No, it's time to polish that up, slick it back. Somebody might need a haircut, right? Slick back, get your slick back, get groomed, well groomed. That's why we're here on this road, uncovering the internal life, uncovering it. Okay. Love, life, relationship, finances, all that. We're going to touch on all that. Renew, because that's what Spirit said. We're going straight down the road, streamline, reducing the drag. Okay. No resistance. Okay. Thank you. Giving honor to the Most High. Inviting in the spirit of wisdom and truth. That we are revived. That we are made new. That we do give our old life for the new life, because you can't pour new wine in old skins. So we're going to do the cost, the catch. It's always a catch. We're going to see what the hook going to be. We're going to see the change, because we did financial gains. 8 is all about financial and material gains, right? The spiritual as well. But that's when you have to take a step back from the carnal, the natural. Yeah, you go get it, but you can't leave out. It's the trifecta. the triangle offense. We go get our chakras aligned. That's that 6th house energy. You could resonate with the 6. It's all about home, family, responsibility, and accountability. We go align our chakras. We go see who is your allies, where to invest, where not to invest, the energy you need to move forward. Right? And then we'll pull the true message. Spirit said, look both ways before you cross. Oh, look, there's that 7. Yeah, today is an A day. It's all about your prayers being answered, not forgetting to cater to yourself, your inner man. Spirit said, never again. Okay. The blood moon, full moon, 100 energy. 100 break down to the 1. Okay, never again. Never again. Never broke again. Shout out to the NBA. Somebody could be NBA player, whether it's in real life or on the game system or whatever. Fantasy league. The seven of cups energy, the fantasy league, that's the catch before it expires. So let's see why we are here. Present day. Talking about cycles. 8 is all about the cycle. Present day. What's the cause? Why is we here, Spirit? Show us, please. Make it plain on this path of power to revive us. Scattered energy. Oh, underlying energy, reward, and recognition. That's what we want, okay? 6 of Wands, energy, a fresh start. Came up in the energy of judgment. If you want a fresh start, start fresh. And we right here at the beginning. Fresh start. But we got to align some stuff. We got to get in our lane. Spirit say, get in your lane. Your energy scattered. Somebody swerving the lines. Swerving the lines. Stand your ground. And connect to your intuition. Prayers. Remember that 000 energy, 000. You have a powerful connection to the divine. God is omnipresent. It's some spies there too. I feel like that's what it is, this is divine feminine and divine masculine represented. 2 masculine energies or feminine energy that look masculine. But yeah, say it's something you want to fight for, but you're hiding it. That's where the eclipse energy, the unveiling of the truth, the hidden truths, hidden desires, what you really believe, and how to get there, how to stand up for it, right? It says repeating patterns. Confirmation. Keep you from making the new choice. Repeated patterns is costing you. 6 of Cups energy. It's costing you pleasure, useful pleasures, or youthful pleasures. The cost. 5 of Cups energy, that dog energy. Forgive. It's your opportunity to forgive. Like, that's the first step, right? Get away from the blame game. Be loyal to yourself. 6 energy. You may be a natural healer, but it's time to be loyal to yourself. You show unconditional love. I don't believe in unconditional love. I believe unconditional love leads you to this point, because even God have conditions that you have to fulfill, right? Or he'll spew you out. You can't be hot or cold. Hot and cold, warm. You got to be either or. And that's that energy, like not choosing, not being balanced in your emotions, standing your ground, not choosing. It's suppressed emotions, right? Choosing to suppress your emotions. sacrificing friends, team, working with the team instead of working with. It's like keeping yourself in competition. Nah, ain't no competition. So you might as well work with them. Five of Cups. What is costing you to connect to your intuition, to connect to your higher self, to get your plate clear so you done lost focus, lack of ideas? We gonna break it down and see what all this means. But feeling overwhelmed and tired? What's gonna cost us to let that go? To prioritize our well-being and create a new plan. Call your power back. Queen of Swords, the Sun, underlying energy, the Hierophant energy, forgiveness. Yeah, you might have joined up with some people that wronged you. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. Yeah, recognize, realize, acknowledge it. Call your power back. Queen of Swords and the Sun. I feel like giving up some control, clarity, the Sun, exposure. You see how that celestial man is the light, being driven by the light? It's like receiving the light, seeing what you need to see, being clear about it. Like you get to decide the next move. You get to decide because the Chariot, it could go either way. But it's going to cost you to give up a little bit of ego, a little bit of your protection, like to step outside of your comfort zone, right? You got to let your guard down. It's going to cost you. You got to let your guard down. Ain't nothing wrong with letting your guard down. Still three entities represented. Somebody got somebody attention. It's a feminine energy. It's three people around you in this energy of regret. Somebody is three people that want to revive a relationship. It's three people around you that want to use your energy to revive their finances. It's three people around you that may be pulling your back or pulling their energy off of you. Reflect, regret. I'm getting heavy regret. Anyway, moving on. Three people around you and heavy regret though. Peep game. We're gonna break this thing down and see who for you and who against you. One of them probably is that cheater. One of them probably just making it hard for you. Mm-hmm. And minor conflicts. It's okay, Spirit say they're gonna make them think about it over and over again. Because what's the catch? 9 of Wands energy, the wounded warrior. Yeah, fight to death. That's what Spirit said. Your ancestor said, remember, fight to the death. Don't give up. Warriors don't tuck and hide and run. Now when it's something that you can't, it's either do or die. It ain't going back. Look at that, the strangers. It ain't going back. It's the initiation. And fancy is coming up. Get your slick back. Keep it cute. Keep it cute. What's the catch? You got to keep it cute, be sophisticated, order. Look at that, keeping it cute. Not the one's energy, she definitely keep it cute. This is somebody that's definitely sophisticated, that likes a higher, upscale lifestyle, that she's not waddling in nothing. She's enjoying the fruits of her labor. Earth signs, water signs are a lady, feminine energy. Okay, enjoying the fruits of your labor, keeping it cute, covered until the end, protected. Yes, it's gonna cost you. I told you, give up control. Give up those nasty thoughts. The affirmation, here you coming back out. Warrior, motivated, dedicated. Yeah, you might give up control. You're a warrior, but you're not the captain. You're not the captain. Okay, you got. Are you teachable? Are you coachable, Queen of Swords, Queen? In order to get knowledge, yeah. Can you forget all the old things that you used to know? Right? Can you give up all that old stuff, all the old baggage? Can you let go of control? It's divine timing. Yesterday, Spirit told us that what was it? The day of the Lord. This is the day of the Lord. We at the one, the fullness, the day of the Lord and the fullness. Can you give up control to receive the fullness? Something passionate, something decent. Yes, can you give up control? Seven of Cups. Can you choose to be in relationship with purpose, on purpose, with purpose? Love, money, business, friends. Six Cups. Ideas, dreams, visions. Remember, this is the opportunity we've been longing for. It's been, we at the longest yard now. Yeah, we at the longest yard now. Let's see. Crown chakra, protect your crown. Yeah, straighten it up. Ain't nothing straightening but the straightening. Protect your crown. We at the longest yard. Spirit, and it's really time. That's what the energy of the fish is. Take careful assessment, but it's not it's assessment of you. You know what I'm saying? It's assessment of what you want. It's the longest yard. It's assessment of the distance you have come to mature. Right? You've been slung around, sparring, fighting for your life, wounded warrior. You know what I'm saying? But this was the specific time right now after the fall. This after the fall is to get back up. Spirit says it's gonna be an impressive, effortless sleep back. You know what I'm saying? Get back. Ow. Crown chakra. What's the sacred source of this message? The dream. The death card. And guess how it came out? In reverse. Not doing it for the cash, not doing it for the applause, doing it for the cause. Not keeping no more secrets, putting everything out on the table. You know what I'm saying? Letting go of all the illusions. The death card symbolizes a disease or a dis-ease with yourself. But the sacred source say we can let go of anything that makes us uneasy. That was one of the main energies of the full moon, detachment. Right? The main is last night in that dark night of the soul sleep back reading, that's what he kept saying. Detach, detach, let it go. It's harder for a man, a rich man, to get to heaven, the kingdom of heaven, to go through the portal. It's at the eye of a needle. Portal. Think about it, how eye of a needle look is around the portal, right? How can you go through the portal and you attach? You can't let it go. You can't let go of the past. You can't put what's behind you behind you. That's what's challenging you moving forward. Wishy-washy. But be easy on yourself. Let go of control. That's the easiest. That's the catch. All you got to do is let somebody else do it. And who is that somebody else? Spirit. Your sponsors. The ones that support you financially and morally. Right? Let somebody else do it. It's okay to take a step back. Look, take a step back. She ain't usually in the 701. She got that stick up. You ready to, get it. But Spirit say, just take a step back. I love that energy. Take a step back. Keep it cute. You covered. It's already yours. You don't even got to do no fighting right now. You don't even got to do no fighting right now. Let's see what the change gonna be. What's the change? Oh, collaborations. That 3 energy, divine service. Divine work, though. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit said it'll work if you work it. 3 of Pentacles energy. Creators create. Now, who are you in the picture? Remember I said there was 3 entities around you that was in the 5 of Cups energy. And look at those 2. It's almost like, in some cases, right, these are the 3 people trying to recreate what you created. You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, because I seen one of the dogs laying down, and I felt like he had dropped out or wasn't even really taking no active energy. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 type of people in the world: people that make it happen, the one that's trying to recreate it, people that watch it happen, the flunky, and people that don't even know what's going on. They ain't even much there. You know what I'm saying? But that's the energy it gave me. That's gonna be the change. And that's one of the, I posted it on my post board. Like, that's one of the greatest forms of admiration is to copy. Right? We are influencers. Is what kind of influencer are you? Are you somebody that inspire people to get to new heights? Right? Do you light their fire? ah. And then this is just you, the change you created. You created something bigger and better than ever before. You are the influence. People go drop out, and you go have people even maybe actually taking your advice, switching sides, going the distance with you. I like that. He said he herding us together. But out of the four entities, only one can go. He lead the 99 to get that one. So I don't know which one you are. Let me know in the comment section which one is you. So let's do the little chakra. Look, the little, it ain't nothing little. It is little, right? It is little. Because he said those little small smears on your name. That smear back, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That small thing to a giant. That giant watcher's energy did come out. We're going to talk about that. That's why I'm trying to go through this reading, because I have a couple of other videos to unlock during this energy. Centering. That small thing to a giant. I said what I said. Let me see what we need to see. Chakra alignment. Align our chakras. Necessary. It's necessary. It's necessary for our healing. Fish energy. And you know, on a side note, this is just things I be talking about, thinking about, the things you can think. Look, awakening, the things you can think. You remember when Trump said they eating the cats, they eating the dogs, and I was just thinking about that East energy, and I was like, we've been eating cats and dogs for a long time. I mean, what's the problem now? We all used to say it. Everybody in the hood said it. Everybody across the world, they put it on TV all the time, made jokes, but hey, when the wrong person speak out, you know what I'm saying, they try to hold your back, try to block you, that full moon energy, that eclipse energy, they want to overshadow you. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Align our chakras. Spirit, give us the tools we need to navigate through. Look at it. Throat chakra. 27. Release that 9 energy. Well aware, be aware of what you say and how you say it. Let the meditations of your heart, because out of your mouth, that's how you speak. Let the meditations of your heart and the words of your mouth bring divine healing energy. Chakra alignment. Show what we need to see, please. Sacral chakra, nourishment and harmony in a bond through the storm. Nourish yourself through the storm. Remain passionate, remain driven, no matter what comes. Be open-minded. Like, be open to new things. Don't be closed out to love. I think it came out in the Dark Knight video. Be receiving to love. Be receiving to compliments. A lot of times we turn down the nourishment. We need somebody to tell us, oh, you cute, you look good today. Or we'd be like, and talk ourselves out of matching with an energy to give us that extra boost. Because when two or more are put together, so that comes with that Empress energy the Spirit was telling us about, knowing how to receive. Chakra alignment, sacral chakra, remaining passionate through the bonds, the storm, remaining creative. Chakra alignment, strongest energy to align, help us get through this once in our lifetime shift. This shift only come around once every 100 or so to 300 some years. I mean, I don't know, depending on what species you is, you might catch it a couple of times. Surrender. Look, keep an open heart. Surrender and keep that heart open. You can't receive if you're closed. And if you're an attraction energy, like I said, Spirit just constantly trying to get to you, you know what I'm saying, and you pulling back. Nah, Spirit wants you to just go higher. Go on and live, go on and let your spiritual, your heart pull you, the sun energy, pull you to new heights. Right? Pull you to new heights. Transforming. I saw a nice transformer movie, crown chakra. Yeah, that sun energy. Gaining clarity, unity, and grounding, rooting. He said he was going put us in a community. I feel like once we that 8 energy, once we get clarity of who support us and who don't support us, once we get clarity, balance, once we continue to cater to what we need internally, our internal light, that's when things gonna start coming together. That 3 of Pentacle energy, it's gonna start taking off. That's the scoop. That's the scoop. The crown, protect your crown, nourish your crown. Love reigns. 8 energy. Okay, yeah, remain open, grounded. That's how you get stability. 8 creator. Remember we said creators create. That 9-8-5 energy. The end of bad karma, the end of hard times. Attraction energy. 8 energy. Spirit say just keep going. Create success, right? Create something stable, create something whole, create something you can have, you can hold. This go the longest yard that you get the greatest value out of. And that's how he said it ain't gonna happen again. It's gonna be grounded, rooted. You'll be relaxed. You get your expansion. You get your expansion. You'll have money to save for 4 Pentacles energy. I think balancing 4 of Pentacles. I said 4 cups. 4, it might be 4 cups. right? Finally getting that groove back. 9 of Wands energy, right? Because Spirit said keep it cute. This is you, but you having to step out like this, right? This giving me that coming out hard energy. I'm coming out hard. And as you should, as you should. But keep it covered. There go 3 cups right there. Yeah, keep it covered. You got enough. You got enough. Hold what you got. And Spirit sending you some more too. After the fall. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, hold what you got. I saw the 4 swords. Let's see. Let's get grounded. Since we at 8 energy remaining open, grounding. Let's get grounded. Spirit shows what we need to see to get it. Because he told us last night, this time it's going to stick. Okay, this going to be a wild shift. Look, 7. 777, divine intervention. Divine intervention. A long time. Look, you got plenty. Look, he ain't missing no meals. Being alone is what have you moving forward. That alienated when they tried to push you out or whatever. Yeah, you had enough. You weren't worried about it. That's why they was wondering, how did you do that? I seen a meme on Facebook. It said, can you give me the secret of surviving with no job? Divine intervention, God. Baby, I already know. I done seen it with my own eyes. This go round, very woke. I'm so grateful. Not to see with my natural eyes, but my spiritual eyes, my celestial eyes, the eclipse energy, right? Not allowing anything to block me from knowing that I'm a spiritual being having a human experience. Okay? That I'm born to be illuminated. I'm born to shine. Don't you know you born to shine? If you watching my video, if you ain't born to shine, this might not be for you. Because you know, if you know, you know. If you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't know, now you know. You born to shine. We vibe, we tribe. We all have something to offer. I told you. Say we all have something to offer and something to learn. The value of learning, the lifelong pursuit of knowledge, the longest yard. It's got to be a lifestyle. Time to cross over time, change your situation. This is the time to learn how to do it. We are our teachers. If you have helped someone to learn anything, whether it's how to use a copy machine, drive, you're a teacher. Today, more than ever, society places a great deal of emphasis on academic degrees. But does it really qualify them to teach? Experience, the past is the best teacher. Get your slick back. Spirit said those 10 of Wands energy, right? You going into the 10 of Wands energy, a hard phase. But now you know you're gonna know how to delegate responsibility. You're gonna know not to take it all on your own. You concentrating on the long term, not the short term, right? You going for the you ain't in it for the good time. You in it for a long time energy. And now more than ever, they put it on the degree, right? Going to school, getting a piece of paper, but do they really qualify them to teach? It say no, people who taught us arts like these themselves trained from those that came before them and following their lead. That's why Spirit said we on the path, we on the road to power, the great migration. Regardless of what you may think, imparting some of your accumulated experience might help somebody. I like that, accumulated experience. Paint me, underlying energy. The world is yours. What you choose to do. Something about the distinctive markings. It could be tattoos. Something about markings, because he got markings. Could be burns. Could be what do you call it? Branding. Branding. Somebody could be getting branded, or somebody needs to create a logo. It's somebody that's real close to a creator that be acting fake busy. And some kind of I see they surviving off of your crumbs because see you an elephant, they not big as you, but they keeping they motives hidden because if you found out how they really are, it'll frighten you because historically elephants are afraid of mice, no matter the size. Remember I said small thing to a giant. So the thing that you avoiding, that discord in reverse, the transformation. This energy is all about uncovering the fears, the shame, whatever it is that's causing you that made you go inside and how do you say suppress yourself. Look at you like you don't even sit, you don't see it. You look straight ahead, enjoying the fruits of your labor, Nine of Pentacles energy. But it's time to confront this mouse, this close entity that's to you, this close energy that's to you. That when you see it, it's gonna shake everything up. Tower. Tower. We gonna break it down. Let's see. And that's the next thing to see who our allies are. Who are your allies? Mm-hmm. Show us who is the ally, spirit. Who is our ally? I feel like it's at least two, or it's I don't know. It's gonna be at least two real close, that two energy, that two, that soulmate connection, or it's gonna be one big G, one person that embody the characters of these. That means they may be on their way to that's like two kings. It take four kings to become the emperor. Like they on the same road. That's why spirit say you be on the narrow road, you go meet people that's like you. And if you haven't already met them, they on the way. Who's the ally spirit? Ooh, lover, the lovers. Oh, you gotta meet a lover, or you done met your lover. Yes, come on, man. I like that. Resonate with that six energy. Love, beautiful, beautiful relationship, balance. Yes, the chariot. A winner. Okay, a champion. Underlying energy separating. That's the ones that don't want to see you. Yeah, want to keep you in a loop in the strength in reverse. Underlying energy. Yeah, they underline though. They don't matter if it don't matter. They don't mind. We don't matter. But separating somebody that was trying to keep you in a toxic cycle, devil energy. Things not really what you thought they would be in a karmic toxic situation, whether it's work or love. But that's all right, because you on this road now, you're on the path of power, and where your allies is the opposite from the devil. Love is love is love is love. Thinking the same thing, the spiritual gifts, intuition, popping, somebody keep you motivated. Could be a neighbor or somebody close. I told you somebody close. Go shock you if you find out that they was right up under you this whole time. A winner, the champion, the chariot. Somebody's gonna stand up just like you. Is that a sword in his hand? Oh no, that's a wand. The great hunter. Could be a public speaker or an activist, counselor. The head could work in healthcare or just health matters to this person, so that's a blessing. It came up as a challenge though. The chariot could go either way. We go break it down and see on the road, your allies. On the road, the traveler, yes. You about to run into your allies, Gemini energy, Cancer energy. 6, life path number 6, life path number 7. Somebody that's a introvert, right? But with you, even with you, they might be in their head a lot. We gonna see if you done met them or not. You already know if you with somebody that do you like that, or if you need to separate from energy and get like that. Be ready, okay? Be ready. The moon and the sun ain't nothing stop it, okay? Ain't nothing stopping somebody. Ain't nothing between. This the eclipse energy. Ain't nothing. This open gateway portal. Lining up. Lining up to come together to jump. The champion. There he is, the great hunter, the champion. The master manifester. 2 of Wands energy. Planning, plotting, and strategizing. Then the Tower. Making a break for it. The initiation. Judgment. This lover or this person that share the same love and drive that you do. This friend, this lover, this great hunter, will inspire you to new heights and help you through difficult times. Okay, strengthen the upright, start healing. That's what we want to see on the path, right? Or you gonna recognize it when you see it, the traveler. Did you gonna recognize it when you see it, or you gonna be all in your thoughts, all in your head, in dreamland? Right, this 3 of Cups energy coming, that you gonna have plenty of options. You even go see you gonna be so caught up spending time with friends, teaching. I'm hearing drinking. Somebody do need to indulging energy. Look, somebody indulge a lot. He in the cup. That's giving me like that Trey Songz energy. What did it say? Dive in? Or him and Nicki Minaj. What's the Trey Songz and Nicki Minaj? You know, when they dive in the pool, he's swimming in the liquor. Because somebody might have a drinking problem. So be aware. That's what I'm saying. That might be the deciding factor. The lover's card is decision, right? I would mess with you, but then when we go out and you get drunk or lit or whatever, it just don't do it for me, right? And so, yeah, be aware of indulging, especially under this Neptune, Pisces energy. That cup energy is going to be magnified. So drinking tonight probably wouldn't be such a good idea. Let's see what the change gonna be when you meet this ally, this strong pull, this dynamic force, this road that you on. Once you get grounded, once you nourish yourself, release those things that you know that's pulling you away from your divine connection. What's the change gonna be? We already know the collaborations. You either spirit said let somebody else do it, sit back and watch. It's going with the float. Look, this floating. Don't it look like he floating, just being pulled? Then you just gonna be pulled to the front. What I'm hearing. Pulled up. What's the change gonna be? Change in situations, change in finances. What's the overall change gonna be? Spirit, show us, please. Uncover these unconscious things that we need to see that we can make the deciding factor, make our next move our best move. What's the change gonna be? Make our next move our best move. Game changing advice. That's a strong energy for that Ace of Coins energy. The root of 10,000 things, practical advice and new beginnings. But if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's where we at with it. The change gonna be moving away from that Three of Sword energy. Yeah, the change gonna be moving out of how do I say, getting out of your head, right? The change gonna be getting out of your head and getting more present. Last night it came up as sitting on the dock of the bay. You ain't gonna be sitting on the dock of the bay no more. You gonna be active in the here and the now and start doing it. You're gonna be a human being, a human doing. Well, maybe somebody gonna go with the flow and somebody not. So it go both ways. You get to decide. That's free will. But the change gonna be, yeah, look, getting out of your head, coming out of hermit mode, collaborating. Mm-hmm. Not looking back. Reversing, getting your sleep back. No rear view mirrors. Not going into the opposite direction of where you're supposed to be going. Making successful completions. Having successful completions. World card energy. You know what the successful completion to me is? Letting go. Acknowledging, being grateful for the experience, learning what you learned, whatever was meant for you to get, let it stick because it's so much, right? We go over so many things in these cycles over and over again. You ain't gonna get everything at one time, but that's where that 8 energy come in. Not forgetting. Overcoming, knowing that you can't stay in this energy forever, that you gotta take a step. You gotta work towards health. You gotta work towards clarity. You gotta work towards love. You gotta put in the work. It'll work if you work it. That'll be the change. Moving from the low level. Being patient. Spirit say, even if you gotta move 3 feet at a time. 3 feet at a time. Wow. That's okay, because that's just like that game, Mother May I. You remember you be like, Mother, may I take a no, Mother, you get the order first, right? First you get the download. That's the person standing at the front of the line. They don't tell them my age. Okay, Mother May I used to be the game where one person stands and call out to the other cousins that's like lined up. And you're trying to be the first one to get to mother, to get home. Remember, there's no place like home. There's no place like being the winner, right? There's no place like winning. There's no place like first place. I think that's what he said, Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. You know what I'm saying? There's no place like first place. No place like home. So she'll call out, or he, whoever is the one that's standing calling out to the people that's in line, they'll be like, she'll be like, whoever the person, the dog is, will be number one. Look, number one. You the one. Not the other ones. He leaves the 99 to get that one. Number one. Take 5 giant steps forward. And then you just go. Then you can't go. Because you start going, then you ain't doing what how you were supposed to do it. Remember what you were supposed to say? You're supposed to ask. You're supposed to connect. Moving forward. You're supposed to say, Mother, may I? And then you take them 5 giant steps and you ain't moved nothing but 3 feet. Like the distance you thought you had went so far just because she said 5 giant steps. Because last time when she told you to move 5 baby steps, it seemed like it was nowhere. Then you took the 5 giant steps, you went 3 feet, and you look back and you realize, yeah, you went somewhere, but it still wasn't what you thought it was gonna be. But Spirit say that 3 feet is go it look even beyond what you thought it was gonna be, what you expected. You just hold on for the change. Yeah, you just gotta get there. You gotta make it through the portal, the eye of the needle. Yeah, can you let go of everything that's holding you back, pulling you back? People, places, or things. I like that energy. That's what the change gonna be. Letting go of the past, letting go of detaching, rethinking, not having to rethink no more, not having to crush no more. If you know you want somebody, speaking up, right, and saying something about it. Say, instead of hiding your feelings, speaking up. You want to get back, you want to create, you want a stable relationship, and you feel like you met the one. What are you waiting for? Spirit say this is a good time. This is a good time for a long time to connect with somebody for the long time and win. Whether it's in business, love, romance, whatever it is in your life that you're trying to connect to. This is a good time for the long time, instead of just having a good time. This is a good time to connect with the long time. In and out successfully, in and out cycles. I love that. It looks so nice. Masculine energy coming out, going through the dark night. That YN changing to that YM. Okay, somebody maturing. That's what it said. The maturity level initiated. Somebody is going through an initiation, a change. Somebody could be going through one of them transitions too, because we talked about it in that bug energy, right? Somebody reincarnating into used to be a man and reincarnating into a woman. I wonder if that's like, I was watching Quantum Leap. That's what it looked like, a new dimension crossing over. You don't know who you gonna be. You don't know who you gonna be. But these tools, that's why Spirit said release. Can you release what you used to know? Can you get grounded? Wherever you are, can you bloom where you planted? Actions. Action needed to bloom where you planted. Seven again. Out to sea. Quieting the noise. The drag. Whatever's pulling you back, the chariot made me feel like that chariot energy. We see it with the sun card, right? Coming into chariot. You can't get there. The drag is, I think, the thing that keep a vehicle, like the resistance. Detaching from the resistance. Action needed. Show us what we need to see, please. Action needed to get us neat and polished. Co-create. Leading the why. For blessings trying to get through. Change in the wind. Change in the wind. That 2 energy. Change in the wind in your money, and your possessions, and your priorities, and your routines. Change in the wind, baby. Spirit said, go with the flow. It's faded. Divine, it's faded. This the longest yard. We talking the distance that you have came, them 3 feet. It might not look like it, but it is really, it really nourished you. and got you to where you need to be, even though you might feel like you at the low level, and you might be. We ascending because you the teacher, right? Even when you go back to school, it's like, that's what I'm saying. You might have been on a level, then you had to you fell off, or you just had to step back, you had to give it up, right? You already been releasing, whether you wanted to or not, right? A lot of it, that's what I'm saying, is the feelings of the thing that you had to release. It ain't even the release then already happened, or it need to happen, but it's the how I'ma feel when I let it go, right? It's once you get past all that, the order that not being stuck in your head, confused, self-absorbed, right now resisting the path that the Most High have laid out for you, and the path was laid out. You chose it. Remember when you accepted the divine appointment, when you connected with Spirit, and Spirit said, you going down there, you go fight. What side you gonna be on? You'll be on this side or this side, or this is the tools and uniform you need for this side, this is the tools uniform you need for this side. Because everybody, remember, in the Garden of Eden, the lover's card, it was several entities. It was the angel, I want to say Gabriel, the one guarding the gate, Michael, I think, or Gabriel, one of them. The two entities, the masculine and the feminine, the snake. There's at least four. Temperance, that's that temperance angel. Yeah, what you bringing to the table. Mm-hmm. Using everything you know, what you bringing to the table. Detach and control. Yeah, you might be 50 years old going back to college, and it's 18-year-olds in your class in the school. It's fish. We still vibe. We all in the same. We all in the same game, right? We all learning to be whatever we go be, whatever class it is, whatever school it is, whatever community it is. Are you willing to release the old feelings? Be where you at right now. Come together with the vibe, the frequency right now. Yeah, it's how you get through the storm. To the land of milk and honey is faded. So if I told you something about the 17th, somebody gonna be real, real happy. You gotta clean it up. It's the divine intervention to clean it up. That Joel energy. Joel was a prophet. Unfinished. It ain't over. Joel was a prophet. That slick back energy. I think it's that blood moon energy. Yeah. When Joel 2:31, it was about cleansing, rejuvenate, repent, so that you can create. You can go higher. Actions needed. Create. There go your friend again. Look at somebody in the eye, not overlooking, not overshadowing. Or it's like not outshining your master. That's what I'm kind of getting. Like one of the laws of war, whatever it is, 48 laws of power. When we on the path to power, is never outshine your master. Yeah, you might be older than, you might work at Popeyes, and your manager might be 16 and you 45. You can't outshine your master. He is the manager. Queen of Swords, he, she, whoever. Age ain't nothing but a number, and then you create with them, nourish them, release resentments and feelings about them, and get grounded in the why. Let me see. Action needed, 40. Action needed. Manifestation. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating. You are teaching. You are an influence out here. Yet you must consider that you do not do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, right? Knowing your spirit man, your heart, your subconscious, initiating your powerful connection to the divine. You must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, or whatever name you call it. your higher power, your higher self. You are the spark of the intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thoughts and intuitive guidance. Right? You getting the nudges, you getting the clarity. It should be coming closer, right? Coming out of the dark into the light. It should be becoming more clear at this point down the road. I love it. I like it when they line up like this, Spirit. Make it plain, make it easy. It be so easy running into everything you want with just them little simple little tweaks. You know what I'm saying? Get your sleep back. Tighten up a little bit, polish yourself. Right? I did a video on jagged edges. Yeah. Smooth down them edges. That's what Spirit say. The blood represent the dashing, alluring, stylish. Get your slick back. Impressive. 31. Let's see. Why? Action needed. Co-create. Whoever you with, wherever you with, work with them, not against them. Be part of the game. Once you make that decision, Lover's card. We all in the same game. Oh, that made me think about those. Shout out to the 80s babies. Remember that collaboration when they was like, we all in the same game? They had all those rappers. I think they was from up north, New York or something like that. That energy. Motives. The power of knowing the why. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. We asked the question, what's the action needed? Understand your motives. The Bible say, in all your getting, get an understanding. What do I need to understand? I need to understand my motives. See, that's the only gripe I have with the church, because they'll say, in all your getting, get an understanding, and then leave you hanging, and you like, understanding of what? I understand. Oh, I overstand. That's what we'll say. Well, I'm here to break it down and complete the thought process. Get an understanding of your motives. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you behave in this way, why this thing is most important, why are you making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. The full moon energy is the key to not lacking. It's the key to getting the greatest harvest you ever had. It's the key to getting the greatest lover you ever had. It's the key to getting the greatest meal, the best car, the best whatever you ever had. Okay? The longest yard. It's gonna get better towards the end. That's what Spirit say. He told us our last days was gonna be better than our first days. So why are you doing what you're doing? Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. That's that mouse energy, right? But your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better, because fame, he asked us that. Confirmation. Are you doing it for the cause or the applause? Fame would cause people to admire and approve of you, or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong. But deep down, in reality, that moon energy, right? Reality is that you really desire, all you want is the last word. You just want to come out on top, the upper hand, dirty dog, okay? Yeah, dirty dog. Say, now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. And what you uncover, what's about to come out, this tower energy, full blood moon eclipse energy, molting away things. And look at those feathers last night or yesterday of the alliance. It was group of ducks. Feathers gonna be fading away, flying off of people. People gonna be exposed, and you gonna see what's really underneath, what kind of skin they got, Is they made from the wet paper towel tribe, or is they made from the diamond tribe? We vibe, we tribe. What you uncover will set you free, bring you even closer to the happiness you seek. The happiness, the land of milk and honey. Like I said, it's different for everybody. The happiness you think, the happiness you want. So let's see, where should you, the strongest place you should invest. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Having a plan, okay? Because a lot of people was lacking a plan, couldn't get that Ace of Pentacles, not knowing how to hold on to it. But this time, when you get that $10,000, when you get that $100, it could be $100. When you get that $100, when you get that $1,000, when you get that $10,000, you go, no, Spirit is saying this is where you invest your energy. This is where you invest, and this is the healthy choices. I know that's right, Eight of Pentacles, so you can create energy. The Eight of Pentacles, creating something stable, being able is to reinvent, the reinvention of the thing. Somebody about to reintroduce themselves. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Jackie. They call me Arcana. I'm an angel here. I swear I'm a rapper. So y'all know I'm in the South. I'm in the South. I'm in the South. We be rapping. Think swearing we'll rap to any beat. I don't know. It's just the people in the South, or is that all people of our color or all creators? You know, I'm a creator, so I'm gonna create. Right? Was you the one at school hitting on the desk, trying to get all the boys to look? Let them know I'm not no crook. He smiled, he took. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Where to invest? Spirit, show us the strongest place, people, places, or things to invest in. Three of Wands. Invest in the bigger picture. Temperance. Divine things. Spiritual things. Spiritual unions. The spiritual connection. Two of Cups. The soulmate energy. What you really resonate with. Invest in taking ownership. Invest if you're a business owner. King of Pentacles energy. Invest in service. Don't avoid it no more. Actually invest in actions for you to boss up. Or invest in your boss. You might need to schmooze a little bit. Okay, Temperance, you might need to add a little bit more care in the relationship with you and your higher ups. Right? Don't let your higher ups overlook you, right? Don't outshine your master, but don't let them continue to overlook you either, right? You have to stand up for yourself. Seven of Wands energy. Yeah, you got good ideas. You next up for the promotion. Yeah, you thinking big. I'm thinking big. Look, the Fool, healthy. You the healthy choice. Nine of Wands. I told you the healthy choice. Yeah. Drifting on a memory. You gotta let the memories go. Somebody drifting on a memory. No, that's not what Spirit said. Use those memories as tools to push you forward, but don't drift on the memories. Game changing advice. Invest in the game changing advice. Or somebody give you a tip. Somebody give you an opportunity. It's the wise choice. Invest in the game changing advice. I was telling my kids, my mama, that when my kids was in school, cake pops had just got popular, so I was on top of it. So I was like, oh, that's a nice little bit. You know how kids go around selling candy and chips and stuff, the hustlers. I don't know. My kids was in school in Dallas. I don't know what they do at child schools, but in Dallas, the little kids, they selling candy, chips. You know, they mama the candy lady, they the school, they the school one. Okay, and I was like, K-Pops is popular, and she wanted a K-pop machine for Christmas, and I got her one. I said, oh, girl, you can make K-Pops and sell them at school, get you some money. Thinking big, thinking ownership. trying to groom her to think that she can do all things, that she can create wealth. Game changing advice. She didn't take it though. She might have been a little too young. That's why the cycles come around over and over again. New opportunities. This is somebody's opportunity to take that advice. Open up that shop. Introduce yourself to that person. Invest in the things that bring you value, that you can own up to, that you don't have to hide. It's nothing. Remember, stepping out of the dark night, stepping out of the shadows. Yeah, stepping up for yourself. Yeah, you got bright ideas. You're beautiful. You're inspiring to others. Yeah, rapid. You ready to take off. Soon as you get some of this stuff off your plate, let go of control. Let go of toxic friends. Let go of toxic thoughts. Let go of toxic lovers. Let go of toxic habits. Let go of toxic emotions. That's what it is. It's like emotion. A lot of things you're doing out of the emotion of it, the feeling of it. Emotional shopping, emotional sexing, emotional drugging, emotional drinking. The spirit said you want to create success and love. You want to boss up ownership, create success. Not out of emotion, out of passion, out of purpose. I love it. Let's see. Yeah, invest in the journey, in the development, the Knight of Wands, the hunter, invest in the hunt. Gotta transform. You gotta go through the transformation. It's like coming out on the other side. Invest in the transformation. Mm-hmm. Invest in those secret dreams that you have, those secret ideas that those invest in those intuitive hits. Invest in what you want to hold on to. Okay. Invest in that thing that you can't stop thinking about in the twilight hour. Spirit dropped that in my spirit too. He told us already the AM, right? It's gonna be radioactive. Radioactive. That's a radioactive substance. Powerful substance. But in the AM, American, something American is radioactive. But in the AM, the dawning, daybreak. Today is the eclipse. We into the eclipse energy. I don't know where you are. It'll be full. Um, we might not be able to see it, but it'll be full coverage. I think about 1:30 a.m., 3:30 a.m. Invest in the journey. Invest in the past. Purpose. Where should you hold back and not invest? Empress energy, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's that somebody is a people pleaser, a mother pleaser, trying to please somebody from previous what they did in the past type energy. That grooming energy. I was telling my mom the other day, I'm talking a lot about my mama. High priestess energy. Some of y'all might need to call your mothers or this portal energy. Somebody's mother might be trying to give them direct, straightforward messages from the divine. I'm going to do an ancestor reading. I'm going to finish this up. We at the end right now. So make sure you subscribe, hit that bell, because, baby, we getting our slick back, okay? Getting a chance to revive and do it over, renew. The Spirit said, we not going to go back and renew this again. Where should you not invest? Where you should you pull back? Wow. Seven of Pentacles. It's giving like something that you thought was good. Right? You've been in a routine with something. 5, 7, 12, 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. Don't invest in them people that's been seeing you. It's almost like if you can't go through the dark times with me, don't come through the good times with me. And I can tell that you really not for me through the dark times by the way you talk to me, by the way you help me get through the dark times, right? Somebody don't invest if it's not helping you focus on the healing. They focus on you. They not focused on helping you heal and recover. They just looking to see what they can do to recreate or to come back, right? To get the upper hand. So don't invest in something that you've been investing in. Spirit say it's time for a new routine, a new change, a new body, God body. 4 of Pentacles energy. That 4 of Pentacles, I told you that 4 of Pentacles was gonna come out. Somebody need to stop investing in women and children, right? They children is sucking them dry. They women is sucking them dry. That's what they say. It's cheaper to keep them. Because if you leave her, you got to pay her and you got to pay the new one. But if you keep her, work on it. 8 of Pentacles energy, right? Just this time it's going to be better. We change behavior. You know what I'm saying? Change behavior. This time we can work together instead of apart, right? That's what Spirit said. Work together in unity. Create. He said, quit investing with somebody that is not good for your health. Situations that's not good for your health. Situations, things that you've been in the cycle of doing over and over again just because you identify with it. But that's on the physical. Pentacles are physical. No, Spirit is calling us to identify with people that's on the soul, with jobs that's in our soul, on our mission, on our purpose. He said he's gathering up the school. He gathering up the ones that's been overshadowed. He gathering up the ones that's ready to pass through to another, I want to say another source, right? I was talking about they having multiple sources of income. You might have one way of doing something. It's time to invest in a new thing, something you've been passionate about, right? That's what you said. Go towards passion and purpose. Even though you've been on that job for 7, 11, 12 years, you could have been on your job a year to 12 years. You could have been investing in something for a year to 12 years. This thing had a strong bond. We saw that ring energy, a cycle that's been going over and over and over. Spirit says it's time to call back your health, your finances, your money, your time. Okay, call back your goodness. Go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it. Okay, and Spirit giving us that strong push. Ace of Wands energy. Yeah, it's a good time for a new body. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Look, once you got your plan, remember he said once you get that $10,000, that $100, once you get whatever it is, that spirit that's on the way for you to get through these hard times, it's something that you can have and you can hold though. It could be a healing in your body, right? Once you go ahead and get healed, you need to go ahead and go back to work. Somebody said when my back feel better or when my feet stop aching, I'm gonna go back, or when I get my whatever under control, I'm gonna go back. And then Spirit's saying, look out, because it's supposed to get back, right? You supposed to get your slick back. You might have been going down, but now you supposed to go up. So you better have your plan, because he gonna give you power to back it. But that's only if you focus. That's only if you see it. That's only if you see it. Focus 2 energy. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's scattered energy. See, that's why he said you got to clear some stuff out the way already. Right? Let go of things that don't align. Get out that cycle. Get out your head. I like that energy. Let's get the true message. Then I'm going to go freshen up. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, divine union, the coming together. The coming together, powerful connection. To come up, take ownership. Okay? To care for yourself, to have a plan, to manage your business. Yeah, divine masculine, earth sign, fire sign, man energy, older man. Somebody thinking about older man, somebody definitely thinking about time, money, and change. They mind on the change. Divine feminine, you holding on to what you got. This is a perfect opportunity. Divine feminine, water sign, earth sign. Ladies, perfect opportunity. Now that you got it, how they playing, where are you going with it? Spirit said, focus on the healing, the recovery, the joy. Focus on the joy. What bring you joy? What bring you real emotional fulfillment? That's what Spirit wants you to invest in. Applied knowledge. He wants you to invest in what's stable. He don't want you to invest in no flimsy buns. Okay? You're the champion. You're a free man or one man. You're the wise fool. The traveler. On the way to the sun, come on. And there go that union. There go that ally. On somebody on the road. Right? Once you take a leap, here's that new lover. Here's that new friend. Here's that new opportunity on the road to being stable. I love it. Yes, I love it. Let's get the true message. Yes, the longings of your heart. Somebody might be having different feelings about what they used to long for, right? Changing the direction. I don't have that same feeling no more. If you don't have the same feeling about that thing no more, let it go. But if you do, it's time to get grounded and hit the pavement with passion and fire. True message. On the road. The cows. Karmic. Triggers. The cows. The transformation. No second chances, no going back. The catch. It's the catch, the true message, the catch. Yeah, giving and receiving and being fair to yourself. Right? If it's not a equal give and take, then I can't do it. Remember that unconditional love? Now, hold up, partner. It is conditions to this thing. That's the catch. Ain't no such thing as it is such thing as unconditional love, but in a soul contract, it's conditions. Like that's what contracts is. It lists the terms and conditions. So, what's the change? Moving on, learning from the past, getting a new perspective, seeing things different. Seeing things different. No more reminiscing. Okay? No more reminiscing. You got some chasing to do. What's this release? The true message of release. So they got a release patterns. Release holding stuff in, going through stuff by yourself. Release. Somebody need to release a friendship that they was bonding, that they was building. That's a karmic friendship. You will know it because it's triggering. Keep you in turmoil. They don't lift you up. They bring you down, cut you out. Right? They there for a good time, not a long time. But Spirit said it's a good time to meet and come together with somebody that's there for the long time. You know, that's what we talking about. Nourish. What's the true message Nourish on this road to power, getting your slick back. Nourish that grief, right? Nourish yourself. God is close to the brokenhearted, right? But you have to acknowledge that, hey, I was hurt. It did hurt me. Pick yourself up and try again. Get grounded. How to harmonize that hurt. Nourish that pain. It's just a smile smear. Once you get breaking down of how you really feel about it, those emotions, 5 of Cups, that grief, that shame, that hurt, that anger. Once you really start breaking it down, you'll realize it was just a small thing to a giant. 3 of Pentacles, harmonize. True message about the harmony. Yeah, that's what's going to start the transformation. Not going back, growing and transforming from the hurt, turning pain into power. Harmonize. Look, self-love. How you harmonize? Be selfless. That's 6 energy, love energy. Walk in wholeness, balance. Unconditional love is out here again. 3 of Wands. Seeing the bigger picture about love. All right, that contract. The thing that you love, the person, the place you like to go, the drugs, the alcohol, whatever it is that get you high to keep you from ascending to your higher self, new heights. That thing you love, it's time to consider the conditions. Sacral chakra, a lot of sacral energy, that's ego. Grounding, get grounded. Grounded. Make new memories. That's what I say. Do the new thing. Invest in new memories. Look, live in the moment and quit thinking about the old thing. Yeah, somebody's thinking about the old contract and you can't hide it because it shows by what you manifest, and keep looking at pictures, keep talking about the good old days, right? Still haven't made peace with the past, because once you made peace with the past, you don't even think about that type of stuff no more. You move forward to the new experience. I was telling it to my baby daddy. I told that to my daughter about her father. He was expressing all the grief I put him through. And I was like, man, I am so sorry. I really traumatized him, right? Those are lifelong trauma. My daughter's 24 now. He's still talking about he haven't nourished that hurt, that broken heart, that shame, whatever it is that got him in that energy. And I told my daughter, I said, he should have went to the altar like I did. Right? That hierophant energy. I forgave myself. You got to forgive yourself. I forgave him. Right? God working both sides of the street. He was on the same road as me. But he stayed grounded in material things, and I elevated into spiritual things. I elevated into my spirit body, my God body. I had released those past hurts and wounds. I had forgot about them on his end and my end. They come up every now and then. I have a good laugh. But I was too busy making new memories, doing new things. I don't even remember half the stuff he was talking about. That's how you get grounded, make new memories. What's up with this lover, these allies? True message on this union, this partnership coming up. Oh, it's on the way. You gonna be struck, love struck. Okay, surprise coming away. Whatever it is you want to come into union with, whether it's a partner, lover, whatever that thing is, it's gonna bring you the ultimate fulfillment. Spirit say, have faith, is on the way. Love is love is love is love. The lover's card, the decision, but it's only on the way if you make the decision of what road you going on, right? What road you going on? You on the narrow road? You on the path to power with us? Or you still caught up in toxic cycles? Surprise invitation on the way. Somebody might get an invitation now to shock you. I told you somebody close been watching you. Somebody watching you right there. They right up under your nose. It's gonna shock you when they bring you this offer. It's stable. It's a good time to have a long-term relationship, to come into union. What's up with this ally, this great hunter? Yes. Okay, look, I told you somebody definitely drinks, so be aware because you don't want to go back into the same cycle, but don't let that stop you. See, some people is in a toxic cycle with alcoholics, right? Somebody that suffer from alcoholism, and that's why they won't go in. Like if somebody drink, that's a red flag. The spirit said, no, don't let that be a red flag because this is someone new. This is someone new. They ain't gonna handle. See, if you go back to the old person, 6 of Cup energy, if you go back to that person, yeah, you go get the same alcoholic traits and triggers with that person. But if you get back out there, there's somebody, the Ace of Cups, that's struck by love, that Cupid's arrow. Yeah. Could be online. You can meet somebody online that says dating online. We say get back out there, get outside. Get outside. Cupid's arrow. Meet somebody new. This hunter is somebody new, and they looking for love. If it's the great hunter, King of Wands energy, they looking for love. So he or whoso finds a wife finds a good thing. We just did that video, so be aware. Yeah, I like that. What's the change gonna be? True message on the change. Spirit show us what the change gonna be. Passion, intense chemistry. Yes, not having to pretend, right? Separating from those old ways, separating from things that you felt like you was missing out on, the abandonment issues, separating yourself from being alienated. Remember, Spirit said that's a blessing. They turn their back on you. You don't gotta pretend that you was liking it. You was pretending you was liking it. Yeah, what's separating somebody from what they chasing was just old, outdated, dated way of thinking. But the runner about to be chasing the chaser. Things are changing. Okay? Things are changing to a new direction. A new direction. The new change sparks, having fun, equality, burning desire, passion, fight. That's what I say. It's just be calling you. It just be calling. Like that Jamie Foxx. The change is going to be something more passionate, more inspiring, more creative, chemistry. Sparks flying, electric, right? What causes sparks? Fire, electricity, water and fire, fire and fire, air and fire. Pressure. I'm hearing pressure, applied pressure, applied knowledge. And what was the hermit? Working on it, repairing, right? Think twice. That way you don't have to run into the same mistakes again. The assessment, the careful assessment. Rebuilding your life. Coming back from lack of confidence, coming back from self-sabotage, coming back from internal and external frustrations, working on the ego. Okay, being persistent to overcome fears. Yeah, you been beat up. Look, your eyes and your hands was bound. But now Spirit is opening up. He done open up your hands. Now you can receive. Now you can hold. Now you can grasp onto it. Now you can go the distance. If you could just hold on. And you don't need your eyes. Remember, he's trying to stop you from focusing on all the bad, all the hurt, all the past, all the material stuff, the scars and the wounds. And that you look with your inner knowledge, that inner light. right? The slick back, the internal light. I love this energy. Yeah, you just have a whole bunch of options. It's the tout. Look at that butterfly evolving and growth to the next phase. It is what it is. I said what I said. Yeah, he getting us together. Make sure you on the right road. We just got through going over the road to power, releasing the past, transforming, and opening up, being open to a whole bunch of good things. Look at that. Solid unions. He said this time it's go stick. That's what he said. This time it's go stick. Well, I'll be back. I hope I told you something to make you feel good. The road you on, the path that you on. I hope that yeah, rehabilitated mind is the ethers. Mm-hmm. It's the ethers. What it say? Either ether or eater. We eat off the land don't eat off us. Yeah, after the fall, it's time to get back up again. About to get that surprise invitation, shocking news. Don't be outshadows. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do love relationship because that did come out in the energy. So your energy, they energy, you versus them. Next time in about a whenever spirit led cornbread fed. Namaste.